Hello, 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 shiny happy people. It's been a while since I did my last video. I wasn't quitting. I was just sort of, I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't doing videos. That's for darn sure. But I'm gonna start up again, and I actually did this playthrough about a month ago. Well, a couple few weeks ago, with the intention of starting. Even at that point, it had been a while. But yeah, so I just want to get started with these again. And when's the best time to do it? Now. So even though I want to drop these on Mondays generally and record them on Sundays, this video had just been sitting there for quite a while, and I had already wrote some text that I was going to write, that I was going to say, and so I thought, you know what, I'll just do it now. This is going to be sort of a haphazard video anyway, so I may as well just drop it, keep it going, so on and so forth. I will say I have a Patreon now. And so I'll be connecting this account, or I have connected this account to that account. So I'll be putting videos on my Patreon in the future. And the reason for that is just to connect with fans. I mean, Instagram works pretty good. It's sort of a plan just to, because I'm self-employed, I really need to work harder I really need to work harder to build my business and to make it sustainable. Because I love making art and I want to do that for a living. And so I really need to have like an income and passive incomes, and more than one. So yeah, so this is gonna be a bit more professional. I'll still talk about my health and diet a little bit, but I won't be focused on that in the future like the past ones. And I'll be honest with you, it wasn't really working. I thought that having the blog post would help me stay motivated with my diet and exercise, and it really just wasn't. It was become sort of tedious in that sense. I don't know. It's all about perspective. And so, as far as this is being as part of my business, so it'll be a bit less personal, but it'll be a bit more informative as far as what I'm doing art wise. And so, it also opens it up where I don't have to do like a solo playthrough every week. I can, like I said, I can have videos about carving and videos about game design and I'll have some videos about my health and welfare as well. Yeah, maybe I'll show my stupid fat face once in a while as well. Anyway, so I'm gonna go into my notes here, and yeah, so like I said, my health and my mental health has been sort of up and down. That's sort of the story of my life, though. But I survived. I feel fine, and I'm feeling fine is good. That's a good thing. And so, like I said, I'm getting back to these, and um, yeah, and so yeah, so like I said, I'll do. These aren't all going to be health and welfare related. Some of them will be, and when they are, then I'll talk about food I ate, and I'll talk about my weight and my exercise program so far. And the weird thing about exercise is, okay, so for the last week I've exercised, since last week I've worked out 5 times. I've done uh, 3 workouts plus 3 treadmills and, no, 2 treadmills and 3 workouts. And so that's really great. And yeah, the weird thing about exercise for me is like the better I'm doing, the less I need to talk about it because I start feeling good about myself. Then I just like slow down. It's really weird. I can't explain it. Anyway, so the game I'm playing this week is the Guild of Merchant Explorers. It's a great little game. I really enjoy playing it. It's in a weird design space between roll and write and board game. And I can see how it would have been too fiddly as a roll and write, but it is a bit fiddly as a board game. And the most annoying thing about this board game is the boards. The boards are so shiny that when I have my lights on to play, I can't see everything because there's a reflection on it. And you can see it in the video, like you can't see things because of the reflection. It's so annoying. Like I'm gonna see if I can put like if I put what do you call it? The stuff you put on to make your own roll lights. Uh, the plastic film over top. I'll see if it'll dull it down a bit because it's really annoying. Other than that, it's a great game. It's excellently designed. You only have the 6 cards. You have all the bonuses. It's an excellent solo game. I couldn't imagine playing it with more than one, but as a solo game, it's superb. I don't throw around the word superb very often. I'll say genius, but superb, that's another level for me. Anyway, So yeah, health and fitness, getting myself back on track. Food-wise, I'm doing okay, about average. It hasn't been a bad week, hasn't been a great. We had McDonald's last night, but I love McDonald's. I love takeout burgers. What can you say? What can you do? But like I said, I've been working out and I feel good. My legs, it's only been a week, but my legs feel so much better. It's crazy. Yeah, and so no food journal this week, other than the fact that I just had McDonald's. Oh, I made congee last week for the first time. I had these like two turkey legs and two turkey wings from Easter. My sister hosted Easter, and I took those and I threw those in the freezer. And anyway, so I took those out and I shredded them, and I used like a chicken stock. I made like congee, that's just 1 cup rice to 9 cups water. But I had some chicken stock, Campbell's chicken stock. Now it's 2 cups, so 2 cups chicken stock and 7 cups water and 1 cup rice. And I got it to a boil, and then I like put it down to uh, minimum heat for 90 minutes, and it was great. It's just rice soup basically. You can do anything with it, and it goes a long way. So I'm gonna try out like beef. I'm gonna try out like, cause I have some beef stock. So next time I get groceries, I'll buy like some nice flank steak or something, and like cook it up so it's nice and tender, and then throw it in there. It'll be good. Anyway, about food. Enough about food. Games I'm working on. This is my notes from a few weeks ago, but I've done quite a bit since then as well. I'm just gonna read my notes here. I've done a lot of game development over the last few weeks. Yeah, so I've been working on my aerial control game, Red Sky at Dawn. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna talk. I don't need to look at my notes. So been working on Red Sky at Dawn. I'll change the name. That's the working title. It's going really well. I did a playtest, 4-person playtest by myself, like a solo playtest, and there was a lot wrong with it. The board is good, but I made it for board for 5 players, and I played with 4 players, and it was too much. And there was a lot of changes I need to make board wise with the amount of space. Because even on my when I was playing with myself, I wasn't really interacting with the other players. That's a problem with playing a game like this. It's a super interactive game. Like even the card play, the area control play, the fighting, like it's all extremely interactive. You're building your own thing, but the way I want it is there have to be player interaction, because there's actually you get points for losing bases as well. And there's also like an explorer. I think it's like I'm hoping it'll be like an hour long. And technically, it's a 4X game, but it wasn't designed that way. Um, anyway, I'm enjoying it, and I had to make player boards because you have stuff that you need, and you have to keep it organized. And so I made some player boards and so on and so forth. And like I said, in the future, I'll talk about it more. Like this is just, you know, I'm back, and it's good to see you all sort of video. Yeah, and I worked a bit on I worked a bit on the Three Ravens trick taking game, and I've worked a bit on. I need to work more on my print and play game, because that's going to be my first Kickstarter, and I really need to get on with my second round of playtesting, and I need to write some new rules and make some new videos. And I don't know why I've been procrastinating on that, but whatever. I got to get over it. Anyway, so I got to do more on that. A few other ideas I sort of broke out. What I really need to do is organize my prototypes and make some more prototypes for games that I've been talking about. Just so I can get back to them whenever I need to. I got this idea about a hidden trader sort of game. I'm not sure what kind of game it will be. If it will be like a party game or a card game, but I don't know if you know what a pretendian is, but that's basically a person who pretends they're indigenous so they can. I don't know why. It's psychological, I guess, but they go to work in universities and stuff, and they call themselves native, and they sort of get native jobs and present themselves that way. And I don't know. It's weird. Um, I can understand why a white passing native would pretend to be white because of racism, and there's a lot of BS that you have to go through just in especially in professional spaces like academics or businesses, like hey chief or hey tonto, and just all these microaggressions. And you know anyway, so if so I can see why if you're white passing you might pretend you're not, but I don't know. Anyway, so I'm thinking about making it like a hidden trader game based on that dynamic, and it would be an artwork. It wouldn't be like a game for like for like publication, it would be a game made for an art gallery and to be played by art people. So it'll still have to be good because these will be non-board gamers playing it, and so it'll have to draw them in. And I'm gonna lay down a lot of facts in the game too, so it's gonna be a research project as well. Should be fun. Anyway, that's on the back burner. That won't happen for a couple years probably. And the games I played this week. Okay, so this was a few weeks ago. Shipwrights of the North Sea, Earth, Dwellings of Eldervale, It's a Wonderful World. And I've also played, I got an Age Contrived. Kickstarter came in. I played that a couple times. It's a great game. The full solo mode's a little fiddly. I'm going to play it a few more times, and I'm going to house rule it a little bit just to make it a bit less fiddly and a bit more sort of easier to run. Yeah, channels I watched. I watch a lot of channels. And there's a channel I unsubscribed and I stopped watching altogether. And I was already on the fence with this channel due to their stance on AI art. But I guess, like, you know, if you're not a person who creates things, you wouldn't see AI art as stealing. You just see it as sort of an opportunity. But when you make things and a program comes along and just scrubs it, you know, it's stealing. Like, you know, anyway, this channel, they aired some political views that I found disheartening. I really just in good conscience couldn't continue to support them. I just want to say that, you know, children's lives matter no matter what your bias is. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. That's my Forrest Gump impression. My goals. What are my goals? Okay, so my first goal and my important goal is to finish a mask that a commission I got from a friend of mine named Nancy. I got this commission so long ago. I should have finished it so long ago, but I've been procrastinating on it massively. I need to get it done. It's going to be a nice little mouse woman mask. And like I said, I need to work on the print and play game I'm working on. And I need to get my business more well organized. I need to write stuff down and, you know, get my processes written down, my Kickstarter processes, so on and so forth. Those are my program. Those are my ideas. And so, yeah, thank you for watching. And this is basically just me. This is me. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you for viewing my channel, and I hope you will continue to tune in. The old man once said, life is a journey, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. So this is me, stopping and looking around, because I have been missing it. These are a few of my socials. Please follow those and this channel as well. Thank you, and be well.